This for about 10 years actually. It began as an activity, sort of as an icebreaker activity, and we quickly realized that it's a great sociological study. And what we found was that you really get a good analysis of behavior and motivation and curiosity and the roles that students will play, either as leaders, as followers, standing on the side and observing. You even get saboteurs and clowns that mess around with what you're trying to accomplish.
Very limited amount of restrictions, other than they had to find a way within the time limit of the class to set them all up and put them all down in one continuous either line or configuration.
Actually, in the domino exercise, I remember being in a large room with kids from multiple humanities classes, and we were all in separate parts of the long room, putting up dominoes. And I remember personally, me and a couple other people were spelling out words in the dominoes, and we were working towards the end of the trail, and we were in charge of putting spacers in, so when the dominoes fell, not all of them would collapse. My interpretation of the exercise was, it was supposed to be team building, and when one person fails, all of us will probably have to suffer for it. I think it relates to humanities with you need to use design thinking to make sure those failures don't happen, or it's harder for them to make them happen. Currently, it relates to just the trust you're putting in people nowadays. If someone is feeling sick, then they shouldn't go to school, but they might, be selfish or just do something like that and go to school anyway. And we're kind of trusting everyone almost not to have the coronavirus, and you're kind of just waiting for everything to collapse. Those are the two things that are going to happen. Everything's going to collapse, or it all works out in the end and it's a big victory. I don't think we're heading there right now.
Hi, my name is Elise, and I did the dominoes exercise last year with my humanities class. I remember how everyone was working in groups on their own little sections, and how we tried to make spaces in the line of dominoes, so that if one domino fell, it wouldn't knock over the whole project and ruin everything. I remember that my group wanted to do something fun with our dominoes, so we tried to make words out of them. There was a lot of collaboration and planning involved, and you had to make sure you were on the same page with your group about what you're going to do. I think this exercise tied into humanities because it was very focused on planning, which is a lot of what our projects revolve around. I can also relate this to everything that's happening with COVID, because everyone had to do their part to make sure that the dominoes didn't fall. Just like with COVID, everyone needs to do their part with keeping the community safe.